Hey everyone! So we're doing another tier list. What a surprise! Today I'm going to be ranking all of Ash's seasons of Pokemon. Um, so the thing is, Horizons does not count for this because Horizons is not Ash's story. We're only ranking all of like Ash's story. So, yeah, I think that's fair enough. And I feel like there might be some unpopular opinions here. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. I don't know. Well, obviously, like every series of the anime is someone's favorite, and I feel like I'm gonna get people mad at me if I don't for like my least favorite, and maybe people mad at me for my absolute favorite. Who knows? But yeah, that is just what we're gonna do. Cause I mean, at the end of the day, it's my opinion, and if you don't respect that, then that's your problem. Like it really is. But anyway, let's get into it. For the D tier, to be fair, this isn't actually an unpopular opinion. What do you want me to say? Like, what can I say that hadn't been said about Pokemon Black and White? Like, this is the worst series of the anime, and the worst part is, it could have been good. It could have even been the best series of the anime, but unfortunately, it's not Pokemon's fault. But in case you don't know, the whole series had to be rewritten because two important episodes that were really important to the series had to get pulled from airing because of a big earthquake that happened that in Japan that year, and there were earthquakes in the episodes. So yeah, they had to pull it from the schedule and just pretend that it didn't exist, which it does suck, and I understand why. But it really did leave the black and white anime, and like for the worst. It really did. Like you can't deny it. Like it is awful, the black and white anime. There are some good aspects from it. Like it has some of the best theme songs out of all of Pokemon. The Pokemon as characters are good. Although, even though I do like Iris and Silent, they are Ash's weakest traveling companions. Actually, no, that's a lie, but we'll get there. So yeah, I just cannot stand the black and white anime. And every time I rewatch the anime, I always skip it. Every time. Because I just can't handle it. Which is a shame, because black and white as games are awesome. And they're definitely overhated, but the anime deserves all the hate that it gets. But moving on to C rank, we have the Orange Islands. Like, Orange Islands is kind of the same as Black and White, really, where it's just boring, and, like, it literally is filler as well, because they needed, like, a season between the year, like, that, what's it called, Johto came out. So, yeah. And also, it was the first one to have the GS Ball, and that name gives Pokemon fans PTSD. We don't talk about the GS Ball. And also it had Tracy, who, yeah, he's the worst companion Ash has ever had. It's not even close. I might do a ranking of all of Ash's companions, actually. There we go, there's an idea. I mean, I just spoiled who the worst one is, so yeah. But still, it is, like, wow. and like, although, like, the, Orange Island League was quite unique compared to the rest of the show, it was just boring. Although I do like that they basically put the Orange Islands in the games with the Sevi Isles? Or is it the Semi-Isles? I don't know. They're basically the same thing. But anyway, moving on, we have, in the B tier, Johto Journeys. I do love Johto, so don't get me wrong. But when I rewatched it last time, I kind of realized something. Like, nothing in the Johto series happens. Like, it's so much filler. Like, why is there so much filler in it? Like, honestly, Game Freak, what were you thinking? Is genuinely some of the most, like, fillery anime we've ever had. And a little bit spoilers, but technically Journeys has more filler than Johto, but Johto filler is really boring, Like, sometimes there's a fun filler episode, but most of the time it's just awful and bad. It really is, like. And it's a shame, because Johto started off so well with the cool theme song, like, the fact that, like, Ash had, like, his Charizard obeying him, and then he got rid of it, and and don't even get me started on Ash's Johto team. Probably one of his worst teams he's ever had. Like, wow. Like, not the worst, but definitely up there. Anyway. I feel so mad at myself for this, but Journeys is only in B tier. I like Journeys. I love that Ash actually won and became the top champion of them all. And I really did get emotional in the last season, especially when he traveled with Brock and Misty one last time, but every time I watch Journeys, I just think, we could have had a Galar anime. Like, so much missed opportunity there. I understand this was Ash's last season, so they, like, want to make it somewhat special, but every time I watch it, I just think we could have had a Galar anime. Journeys was a good idea, don't get me wrong, but I just would have preferred if Galar got its time to shine. Like, we only got a couple of Galar episodes, so yeah, I just can't say that Journeys is as good as I want it to be. Like, near the arc is really good with Ash becoming the top champion, obviously, and then Go trying to find Mew, and arguably this is when Team Rocket are at their funniest, but yeah, I'm sorry, but Journeys is just overrated in my opinion. But anyway, now we're on A tier, Pokemon Advance. Now, I do enjoy a few episodes from the Hoenn anime, but I do have to say, Ash is kind of arrogant in it. I don't even know why he's so up himself, because at this point you've failed 2 leagues, Ash. So if anything, you're one of the weakest trainers out there. Like, obviously you rectify that later on when you become the top champion in Journeys, but here you're so arrogant for no reason. Like, you talk down to May, and sometimes you talk down to Brock as well. And why are you talking down to Brock? He's way more experienced than you. He's literally a gym leader. So what are you doing to Brock? Like, seriously. And there was one gym battle, which all of his gym battles should be, to be fair, where Pikachu literally one-hit every Pokemon. And the thing was that Pikachu got supercharged or something, but really that's how all his battles should go, because, let's be real, his Pikachu should be at least level 100 by now. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. It's good. It's also when the voices all got recasted, so that wasn't fun either. I have gotten used to the newer voice actors, but at the time it was very jarring. Anyway, the Indigo League, the one that started it all. Now, the Indigo League is obviously the first season of the anime ever, and it's so iconic. You know, Brock and Misty are the most iconic Ash companions. It's when, like, obviously Team Rocket are probably at their best here. Like, yeah. And obviously, like, Ash is up himself a little bit, but it makes sense because he's only a beginning trainer who, like, acts cocky. That's his whole point. So that's fine. And arguably Ash is at his most dumb. But, again, he's only a beginner, so that's fine, too. But, yeah. I can't say I like it more than, like, the S rank, but I do, like, really obviously have to rank it highly because it's what started it all. Even in the first episode, it's iconic because, you know, they see Ho-Oh and Pikachu nearly dies. It's like, yeah. I watch the first season over and over again sometimes, so yeah, I really do enjoy it. But anyway, Pokemon X and Y. Arguably, this was the best series of the anime. Like, it is genuinely the coolest Ash has ever been. Like, this Ash is allowed to be arrogant. And the ironic thing is, this Ash isn't even arrogant at all. Like, I didn't mention this, but in Black and White, they dumbed Ash down a lot. Like, because I can at least say in the Hoenn anime that he's at least more confident and smarter than he was in the Indigo League in Johto, but they dumbed him down in Black and White for some reason. I'm like, what? But then Ash comes back with a vengeance in X and Y, because he is so cool. This is the best Ash has ever been. And obviously, Serena is one of the best Poke Girls. Clement and Bonnie, I used to think were annoying, but I love them a lot now. Obviously, there's some things that I feel like haven't aged well. Like, you know, the filler episodes are still filler. Even when I first watched it while it was airing, I thought, can we just get to the next gym, please? Like, come on. Not as bad as in Johto, though, but still. And I do feel like this is the one series that Team Rocket are definitely not needed in. Like, you could argue Team Rocket are needed in a lot of the series, but they were really unnecessary in this one. I know James had his good relationship with his Inkay, and Jessie had her good relationship with her Gourgeist, and it's the return of Wobbuffet, obviously, but yeah, I don't think that, you know, they were needed. But anyway, this is an unpopular opinion. Pokemon Sun and Moon. I do not care what anyone says, right? Pokemon Sun and Moon is so good. Like, the art style is terrible, obviously. Like, this is the worst Ash has ever looked. Like, I don't know how they went from the best Ash to the worst Ash and, like, that, but yeah. I love Sun and Moon. It is genuinely, like, one of the best series of the anime we've ever had. Like, and it was the last series we had where it only takes place in one region as well, so that's, yeah. I thought I was going to hate it, because when I first watched the trailer, keep in mind the trailer was in Japanese, I thought it looked weird, there were so many weird faces that I didn't understand, but when the dub came out and I watched it, it was so good. Like, it was really good. Like, this is kind of different because even though Ash is technically not traveling anymore, he's still in the new region and he's going to a school now, and he has, like, all of his Alola friends, and it's so cool. And, like, the fact that he sees Professor Kukui and Professor Burnett as his family is amazing as well. And obviously we have the Ultra Beast arc, which is awesome. And Ash actually catches a legendary in this one, so there you go. And obviously, I can't fail to mention this. This is the first time Ash became a champion. He became a champion of Alola. And you know what really bugs me? Some people say that it doesn't count because it was Alola's first league. And I'm like, the hell are you talking about? Like, yeah, it was Alola's first league, but of course it counts. Ash is the Alola champion. He finally became champion. Be quiet. Like, he finally won a league after all this time. Like, why are you complaining about it? Like, seriously. So yeah, I love Sun and Moon. I'm gonna do a rewatch of it at some point to see if it does hold up as much as I remember it. But yeah, but there are a couple of things. Like, again, the art style is terrible. Lily's voice makes me want to rip my ears off. But to be fair, I'm not that big a fan of Lily anyway. And this is when Team Rocket started to feel really fun again, because they actually subverted it a bit, because obviously Team Rocket always go blasting off again. But in this one, Team Rocket never actually blast off. They actually always get kidnapped by a Beware. And also, I just need to say, this is the first time Team Rocket actually won a battle against Ash. But then Beware ruined it and kidnapped them and took them to its den. So yeah. So yeah, Sun and Moon, I love it so much. But was there ever any doubt? Diamond and Pearl is the best series of Ash's anime. Like, it was the best series of Pokemon, I'll get there, don't worry, but yeah, it's still the best series of Ash. I did rewatch it recently, and to be fair, I feel like as I've gotten older, I do see a lot more flaws with it. Like, the biggest flaw, obviously, is Dawn's Ambipom, but we're not going to talk about that thing here. And I feel like there is a lot of filler in the third season as well. Like, it took a whole year for Ash to get his 8th gym badge, so there you go. And there's also a few sad moments with Team Rocket as well, where they released their Hoenn Pokemon, but that's fine. But yeah, although there are a lot more flaws than I remember, I do really like it. Also, arguably it has Ash's best rival, Paul. Paul is so cool. And it has one of my personal favorite rivals, Barry, even though Barry can be annoying, but I like watching him, he's fun. And Brock is actually story relevant for the first time, so that's cool. But yeah, although it's a lot more flawed than I remember, it still holds a special place in my heart, and it'll always be my favorite series of Ash's. But the video's not done yet, because I did want to do one thing quickly. Because Pokemon Horizons, okay? Obviously, like I said at the beginning of the video, Horizons has nothing to do with Ash, but I at least want to show you where it would rank if it did count. And I don't know if people are going to agree with me, but Horizons is better than all of them. Like, Horizons has brought my love for Pokemon back. I can't stress enough how much this means to me. Like, I didn't, at first I thought it felt really weird watching it without Ash. That was why I didn't want to watch it all, to be fair. But I just decided to give it a try because I found something out that I don't want to spoil, because it's a really big thing about it, and I want you all to be surprised about it, because it's, let's just say, it's something that none of these animes have ever done. But anyway, I love Liko so much. Roy is fun, even though he is kind of just a clone of Ash. Their relationship with their Pokemon is cool. I didn't like Dot at first, but Dot is amazing. And then Captain Pikachu, the best individual Pokemon. Roger's my favorite Pokemon in general, but Captain Pikachu is my favorite Pokemon as a Pokemon, if that makes sense. Like, his own individual... Okay, so if Captain Pikachu was a person, he'd be my favorite person. That's what I'm talking about. I hope that makes sense. And have I mentioned I like Freed? I don't think I've mentioned I like Freed. Freed is cool. Freed is hot. What? But yeah. Horizons has become my favorite series of the anime. I wasn't ready to admit it, but now I am, because, wow. They really saved Pokemon with Horizons. They really did. But again, it doesn't count for the purposes of this tier list. I just want to show you where it would have ranked. But anyway, that's my ranking of all of Ash's seasons in the anime. Let me know what your favorite one is in the comments down below. And I have some plans for this channel. Like, we're going to take a little break from tier list for a while, so don't worry. But I'll see you all next time. Bye!